welcome to the Geeky Puppet Show today! For what? For what? To save a city!
Yes.
City? There we go, perfect. Well, before we get into issue 23, let's meet our cast and crew. To my side, he's small and green and kind of sick in the lips. It's Comic Book Frog, Froggy!
Ribbit.
There you go.
Look over there, he's feeling seen. Oh, of course, it's Eric Breen.
Hello!
Hello.
Look below, and who do you see? Oh, it's Melissa and Amy.
Oh, hey.
Hi, guys.
And of course, lastly, not leastly, it's Maranya and that never-dying Christmas tree!
How's it going, little puppeteer?
Oh, no.
That's what you get for every time you diss the tree. You get that.
And hello to Pat S. in the chat. It's time for the X-Men to save a city. Action lovers, this one's for you.
How's it going there, little puppeteer?
Don't like that.
How's it going there, puppeteer?
Turn the page.
Oh. It's what? It's
Rocky.
That's the name of the toy.
It's rolling resume.
The narrator.
Rollicking resume time. But instead of wasting a lot of space on wordy introductions, let's quickly plunge right in to where I say, Carl, where's my coffee?
I'm not joking. I'm quitting.
And let the story tell. What are you, George Bailey now? Let the story tell itself. In a few moments, while you are chained here, helpless, I shall steal the nation's Capital One credit cards. Just as you X-Men fell before the power of the new revived Maggia, I've heard it both ways.
Yes.
So will all of America soon grovel before the might of Count Nefaria. Join me and share in my supreme triumph. For if you do not, I shall be forced ultimately to destroy you.
What are you, Nefaria? Some kind of a nut?
Well, sometimes I feel like one.
Nobody could possibly capture the entire District of Columbia. Well, sometimes I wish they would, but they don't. They can't. Ha-cha-cha.
Don't be too certain there, Angel. There's something about him that makes me suspect he might be able to carry out a threat and get all the Colombian coffee.
Yep.
Colombian coffee. Is it the monocle?
So let him orate away, sick lips. We're definitely a captive audience.
Your superpowered flunkies may have captured us separately, but you'll never get the X-Men to help you in your moronic plot.
Oh, who is this Count Nefaria? We've never encountered him before.
Hope he doesn't start counting.
Captive audience. That's cool.
X-Men, the most unusual fighting team of all time. To save a city.
A city?
A city!
Hey, who edited this on Ecstasy?
Well, that would be Stan Lee.
Well, who wrote it in Rapture?
Well, that would be Roy Thomas.
Ayers the Beaver.
Well, it's drawn into light by who?
Werner Roth.
And delineated in depth by?
Darlin' Dick Ayers.
And lettered in a lawn chair by who?
Marty Samek.
We had a productive weekend. That's
And these
good.
letters by hand, by the way.
Quiet, Jean. The beast is correct, my aunt friends. Furthermore, you have no choice but to aid me. For whether you do or not, the world will hold you responsible for that greatest of crimes.
I was literally thinking.
I don't see where you're going with this.
Yeah,
If that's your angle, to try and force us to help you.
Alicia?
She's not in
Gavin.
this.
Oh, I'm sorry. He was Cyclops. He said he was blind. I thought it was you.
No, Daddy.
Wow, do you not know what your own child looks like and you have sight?
Wow.
That still doesn't explain how you intend to capture Washington, the most carefully guarded city.
City.
City?
Most carefully guarded city.
On Earth.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, good God, that's not a oh, it is still a monocle. It just looks like his eye is hanging out. Oh, no, no.
Girl.
I have a monocle.
And then someone impaled him.
Wait, are you monologuing?
I have a
Monocle logging.
if I may,
You
I
will.
have a monocle, and I'm ready to monologue.
Monocle log.
Fair enough.
I choose to reveal no more at this time, but rest assured, the menace is a very real one. Refuse to serve me, the way Carl refuses to serve Major Monogram. And not only will 1 million persons be doomed, but most ironic of all, you shall be blamed for it. My hands will be clean. You'll have to take my word for it because they are on gloves, under gloves now.
Mhm.
And
Did
now,
somebody call me?
no, Heinz, not yet.
Oh,
And now, I leave you to decide. I shall return in 1 hour.
Take the red pill or the blue pill?
he'll return when we get to hour 2.
Mhm.
That sanguinary little scene should bring all delinquent Marvelites up to date as painlessly as possible. And now, we switch to the present as let the drama begin.
He's watching General Hospital.
The world shall soon know if Luke was ever to escape the evil machinations of the Cassadine clan and the irresistible power of Count Nefaria. 1, 2. Oh, that's counting Nefaria.
Yeah.
First, 1. The nation's capital must be sealed off from all outside influences. That means you, DNC. Then, even as the Count manipulates the controls of his awesome invention, the citizens of Washington are suddenly startled to behold
Bugs? Leaves? What is it?
What's this? It can't be snow. Not in June.
There's something in the air. What's this?
Whoa, it's countless glowing particles crystallizing in the air. But what should it mean?
That's what he sounds like.
He looks like he sounds like that.
Uh-huh.
However, there is no answer except silence, as the luminescent fragments combine to form a solid, encompassing dome about the entire city. Entire city?
Oh, with Hannah Montana. Where did that come from?
Your guess is as good as mine. It appeared just as we were going in for a landing.
I don't think there are any airports, but I guess I don't know that for a fact.
Well, nobody can get through from either side. It is some new plan to make what? Is this some new plan to make Washington attack proof?
It's also cutting off part of Maryland.
And inside the transparent prison,
Look, officer, if this is some kind of alert, how long is it going to last? This truck's loaded down with perishable goods.
Or go ahead.
Bagura, if this is just a test, Mac, I don't know any more about it than you do. And don't I wish I did? The cars are backed up for miles already.
He's calling a Mac because he's driving a Mac truck.
Yep.
Mhm.
That was a wee bit
That's
more
why they call
Scottish
it
than
that.
usual, but we'll take it.
Meanwhile, in the Capitol building, America's lawmakers have much more on their minds than coffee and the traffic.
I don't like it. The president assured us that this dome's not of our making, but who knows? He can't remember what he had for breakfast this morning.
I think he went back on the plane, didn't he?
Oh, no.
Oh no, he tripped. Again.
Up the plane.
I wonder, could it be Ayers?
It's the major.
It's a major.
Make your monogram.
Major monogram.
We must get to the bottom of this and fast. I'm calling Agent P.
At the Pentagon for some coffee.
Major, I'm outside the dome. I have all the coffee you could need for the rest of the day, but I can't get in.
Oh no! Here, get him in. Everybody help Carl.
But even as the major dials, both the civil and military authorities are already on the spot.
No go. Go ahead.
Okay, this mag drill will cut diamond, but won't even dent this stuff.
And I might as well be swinging a strand of spaghetti at this ass.
All right there, man. That's enough. We'll just have to sit there and drink all this coffee.
Yeah.
No! It's the Raiders!
Hey, I've got Carl's cheer wine.
Yeah, we'll have to blast our way in with the Baja Blast.
That's why they call it
We'll
that.
use every single drop of Baja.
Yeah.
And
One
so
bottle does that.
Baja Blast is tried on the strange, all-encompassing dome with discouraging results.
What a nice aroma.
Boom.
Yeah.
Ah, Bagura, we struck out again. What's that thing made of anyway?
Hiya,
Diesel.
General. I think I've got a hunch there that nothing short of an A-bomb is going to smash through the barrier. But
No,
we could try Lizzo.
You may be right, Captain. Tie Lizzo up and throw her.
I may be crazy, but I'm just the captain you're looking for.
But we dare not use nuclear weapons without knowing just how strong the dome is.
Don't
Otherwise,
you're in the capital.
loss in lives and property could be staggering.
Sorry, Marani, I didn't make you almost choke on your drink.
Yeah.
Bagura, then what is there left that we can do, General Mills?
Nothing except sit and wait and drink that young man's coffee. I suspect that whoever constructed this device will get in touch with us.
This is bullshit, Carl.
If they're supposed to be the army, they should be more brownish, not blue. That's Air Force.
The Air Force, yeah.
Good to know.
The Army's behind them.
And you guessed it, Marvelite. At that very moment, I have given Washington and the nation long enough to determine that nothing they can do will rid them of my crystalline dome. Now it is time to present my demands. For in so doing, I shall force the X-Men to become my allies in this most daring of all possible crimes.
And Carl for the coffee.
And good God, we're not even on page 4. Bare seconds later, on the steps of the Capitol, a most unusual scene is enacted.
Stand aside, guard. We've come about the shield which covers the city.
The city.
Ha-cha-cha.
But Gora, it's the X-Men and the X-Woman. There's a special committee meeting about that right now. How about you go right on in? There's a fresh pot of coffee. Thanks. And also, after seeing you battle those sentinels, I have a hunch if anyone can lick all this, it is you, Iceman.
Ugh.
Ezra. Oh my god, I just had an image of Iceman licking the thing.
Hey!
As recounted in X-Men 14 through 16, inclusive. Remember, Smiley.
Ugh.
That's why I pointed out X-Men right
Yeah,
away.
I knew you were going to do that. Choice. You had to speak choice.
Then, a mind-staggering ultimatum.
We are responsible for your imprisonment. Bring out the thing so Iceman can lick him.
No!
No.
And you will issue to us certificates worth of $100. I mean, $100 million.
Yeah.
Otherwise, within 3 hours, the crystals of this dome will absorb all the oxygen inside it, and you will die. And we'll just take all the money anyway.
Aren't they going to die too? Because, they're in there?
We'll see.
Somebody.
We're only one committee. We'd have to call a special session of the entire Congress.
There was a guy before that, though.
What? You're mad! I'm a madman in a box!
Do you see a box here anywhere?
I see a dome.
I see a pine box.
I wish I could see a bed.
Now,
All right, now the other one.
we're only one committee. We'd have to call a special session of the entire Congress.
Good luck.
Oh no, I'm hearing things. It's deja vu.
Do.
Then call it hot cha-cha. Remember, only you can start forest fires.
Yep.
And if you have the 3 hours to do it, one of the X-Men will pick it up from your representative on the Capitol steps, where that bill is sitting there on that hill.
Sitting on Capitol Hill.
Have the money there, or suffer the dire consequences. And now I say to you, goodbye, sir.
And if you think we're bluffing, just try us.
Here, there they come. Grab 'em, Eddie.
Right? But they're ignoring us.
Gleep. Bagura. Hey, they vanished. All 5 of them. That's their mutant power, right? Right? Yeah, that's one of their powers too.
Yep, I'm almost sure, right? I don't know, Charlie. But with those muties, anything's possible. After all, they ain't really human. But what worries me is what happened to all of us if Congress turns down their demand?
Wouldn't it be funny if that was the sound Nightcrawler made?
Bleep.
Bleep. Bleep.
I like blue.
Bloop is kind of interesting.
I also want to point out the kids, if you're joining us for the second reading here, this is the second appearance of Charlie tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, Pat. Wait a
In the
minute.
meantime, what about our real muchly mistreated mutants? Let's not forget about them.
Wow. This VR headset is really great. The Oculus. I can see cups of coffee in front of me.
Nice.
Well, hold on to your goggles, sick. Marvel Girl's giving Hank's cuff a go telekinetically.
I hope she succeeds. They're too strong for my ice power to affect.
Yeah, I realize this is hardly the appropriate time, but that tickles.
Oh, quiet, all of you. I have to have complete concentration.
She just
So it knows to be quiet.
Said
I know you should have taken the chance, Quiet, everybody!
Quiet, everybody. This is really, really hard to do. Oh.
Angel. Yeah.
Didn't he look at old Genie?
Negative, Angel.
Shit!
Whoever
Shit!
designed these shackles did so with me in mind. They're too complicated for me to undo without first having studied the locks. Oh, if only we could manage to mentally contact the professor.
This was Marianne and Ginger.
But as we contemplate how progressive it was for a Marvel book to talk about chains specifically designed for a woman, but why can't the fettered crime fighters contact their leader telepathically? We were hoping you'd ask.
Ring!
I'm almost glad. Oh, wait, sorry, it's in my mind.
Yes, that's right.
Almost glad my X-Men are having a vacation just now. For this new invention I'm perfecting is so important, I must give it my undivided attention.
Ring!
Jesus Christ! That noise! Oh, it's just a telephone ringing!
Ring!
I've mentally sealed off my brain. While I'm working, even the X-Men cannot contact me. But I forgot about such a mundane thing as a telephone. Hello, General! No, as a matter of fact, I haven't been listening to the radio. What? In an emergency regarding my intellectual property? Yes! Of course I'll meet you there within the hour.
Give me 4 hours. No!
No!
It was General Fredericks, with whom I worked as civilian advisor when I defeated the Sentinels. We defeated the Sentinels, not just me. He said that the X-Men are threatening the nation's capital and hopes that I can be of some assistance in combating them. His story is fantastic.
Excuse me?
His story is astonishing.
Okay.
But he can't be lying. I must contact my students. Attention, X-Men! Wherever you are! Contact me at once! Do you read me? No answer with my first try. They must be some distance away, but I will reach them. I must. They're destroying my brand!
Can't do that.
Meanwhile, in Nefaria's hideout near Washington.
Don't give up there, Marvel Girl. I've got me an idea. If only you could bypass the metal band on my head and open my visor slightly, my powerful eye beams would free us all.
I'll try, Scott. Oh, but I'm so weak.
You should have tried this first.
Hey, sure.
Well, you
Yep.
don't know what you can do until you try.
You've got to try, Jean. The fate of the city is at stake.
It's giving. I can mentally feel the visor opening, but
That did it. Woo-wee! You managed to get right open just enough so that energy beam from my eyes could force it. I'll turn my eye beam on all my friends and kill them all. Then I'll free you.
I think that's. I think it's going to be Angel, maybe.
Is it angel or beast?
I think that might be me. Don't take too long, psyche boy. I'm getting awfully tired of being the poor man's prisoner of Zenda.
Don't worry, I'm putting you down first.
Uh-huh.
Next, with grim resoluteness, Scott Summers swiftly frees his fellow X-Men.
That's more like it. Ha-cha-cha-cha. Now, let's tackle Nefaria and those creeps who captured us.
Oh, what could the Count have meant when he said we would have to join him?
PFAB.
Wow.
We can't be sure, Gene. But my guess is out there he's in the process of framing us for whatever colossus crime he has committed, and figuring that as outcasts, we will have no one to turn to but him. Hold still there, Hank. Ah, there you go, my friend, my hand friend.
Yes. Many thanks, loquacious leader. But why must the long-suffering beast always be left to last?
Well, it's because you're the most useless.
I am not. I'm better than Iceman. Oh well. C'est la vie, as they say.
Now comes the good part. Where did I put the ice cold kibosh on that slippery eel?
Ice cold kibosh here. Get your ice cold kibosh.
Oh, those sound good.
Slippery eels here.
Yeah.
Get your slippery eel.
I don't want either of those things.
Slippery frozen kibosh eel.
Oh my God.
Hiya, Bobby.
Eel kibosh.
Yeah.
Wait, hey, Bobby, listen, all of you, we're being contacted mentally by the professor. I had a hunch he'd find us sooner or later.
Attention, X-Men! This is your owner, Professor Xavier. I have just probed your location telepathically, and I am ready with your instructions. Oh,
We already
boy.
got out.
Fire when ready, sir. We're all ears.
Why are our noses bleeding?
Oh.
And so it is that a short time later, as the malevolent governor of dreams elatedly observes a giant telescreen. They've done it. They've agreed to my terms. The Senate has just voted a special appropriation to be picked up by the X-Men at the expiration of the 3-hour tour. The 3-hour tour. I mean, period.
The 3-hour reading.
Yeah.
That's fine and dandy with us, Nefaria.
It is 3 hours.
The only question is, what's our percentage of the take?
The X-Men. How?
Never mind that, countless. Because we know you can't count. Let's
One,
just say that we
2,
wise up
3,
and let it go.
4,
that.
5,
After all,
6,
as you said, the
7,
humans hate us.
8, 9,
Look at him, he's trying to count.
He's doing pretty good.
10.
Almost a 10. There you go.
He did it!
A moment to take off my shoes.
After all, as you said, the humans hate us. Why shouldn't we get revenge on them and make money at the same time?
A most sagacious decision, my young friends.
Yes.
But let me warn you of one, 2, 3, one small detail. Put away that cleaver, woman. There's plenty of times to use
Wait.
it again.
How many cleavers does she have?
One that I know of, possibly 2
Just one.
or 3 if we haven't seen them yet.
Just one.
I have designed the crystalline dome in such a way that only I Count Nefaria can manipulate the dials to dissipate it.
What?
If any, I don't know. I don't write this stuff. If anyone else tries, he will bring total annihilation to your capital. Remember that, in case you harbor any foolish conceptions about deceiving me. Then, after the Count explains his scheme, into this truck, it will take you to a location where you can enter the trapped city. Trapped city!
All right, let's get in the tiny truck, everyone.
Nefaria is so confident. I hope the professor knows what he's doing.
Driven to the scene in a common milk truck. How plebeian.
But as soon as the X-Men are hauled away, ready with Plan C, commence now.
Oh, no.
Plan C is load the X-Men into a milk truck?
No, it's
Okay.
coffee.
Milk me!
Plan C is coffee from Carl.
Instantly, from another part of the Count's innocent-looking headquarters,
Yeah.
a second vehicle departs at top speed.
Uh-huh.
And passing the bogus milk truck, it deposits its unsavory passengers at the outer rim of the dome before the X-Men arrive.
So it's agreed. We shall serve Count Nefaria no more.
No more.
No more.
No more. Just tired of it.
That fool. He has sent us to watch the X-Men.
Hey. You're not unicorn.
Yes, I am.
No, you're not. I didn't schedule as unicorn.
Well,
Well, they're not
we started. I said unicorn, scarecrow, and Batman.
You're scarecrow.
Unicorn, scarecrow, Batman.
No, you're not unicorn.
Okay, well, who's unicorn?
I scheduled myself as
last
unicorn.
time. I was unicorn last time.
Fine. If you make a big deal, take it.
I can hardly hear the words. That fool. He has sent us to watch the X-Men, to be certain that they do not attempt any trickery. Even he does not suspect that we, his lieutenants in the new Maggia, whatever you want to call it, intend to seize the $100 million for ourselves. But now, out of sight, the mutants will be here at any moment.
Don't be.
Okay,
You're on one?
no, you can take it. Go ahead and take it.
Don't be too fast to order us around, Unicorn. Remember, you are only our provisional leader.
Batman speaks the truth. For if your plan fails,
Then one of us becomes the leader. And I know which one I'd vote for.
Daddy?
Alicia, that's not me.
Oh, my bad. I
You're
could
not
not
in
tell.
this book.
That's bullshit.
It always is.
next panel, please.
You'd vote for me, right?
Meanwhile, just to get things really complicated, Professor X arrives just outside Washington.
You can take the general now, Froggy.
What is it, General? The big tall
The one
dude.
that's
The
yelling.
guy with his hands on his hips.
That's right. I am General Jameson.
Oh, God.
And that's the side story, Savior. We were hoping that you, as acknowledged, expert on the mutants, or muties as we like to call them, could tell us how they might have created that infernal dome.
If only he realized why I'm an expert on mutants, he'd be after my scalp as well. It's so bright and shiny.
Why is somebody talking in my head?
I'll do all I can, General. But are you certain that my intellectual property are behind this? Could someone be framing my intellectual property?
Take your stations, man. We've got to be ready for anything, including the possibility that someone's framing his intellectual property.
It's an option.
By the way, I am in no way affiliated with them. I just own them.
Framing them? We don't even have enough nails. The radio reports coming out of the Washington verify that those blasted mutants walked right into the Capitol and demanded we give them all the coffee in the city or else.
You're saying they didn't know that Carl has all the coffee right here outside the city?
No, Carl did have the coffee.
I know my preliminary mental probing from it, that those were only images created by Count Nefaria, but I can't prove it for now, so...
I'm sorry, General. You're right. Of course. If you'll just give me a few minutes to do some thinking on the matter. Wink, wink.
Only 7 pages. And
Hey, is that stairs?
oh,
Alt-right, boys. But you better think fast. Those mutants can seize the nation's capital, then no place on Earth is safe from them. No cup of coffee will ever be for us. It will always be for them.
I hated to disappoint the General's faith in me, but I had to get him to leave me alone for a while.
oh dear.
Quiet, General.
I keep hearing this strange voice in my head.
Well, no great new rates online for you.
Oh, look at that, Bill. Our mutant expert has just gone to sleep. He must think it's Wednesday night. So much excitement, I guess.
Lindsay.
I now own all the rights to distribute Doctor Who.
Did somebody read the other part?
Yeah.
I didn't hear it. Oh,
It's time for my invisible astral image to go to work. It's time to put the Doctor straight.
Do you think it'd be okay if we push him down the stairs?
Please don't push me down the fucking stairs.
If he wants to go swimming in the lake over there, he can spread his legs out, kick his legs.
What I want you to do is turn the page, boy! It is only in this form in which I have no solid substance that I can know anything like the thrill of walking again. I'm literally walking on sunshine. Whoa.
Oh, I can feel so free.
But no time to think of that now. I'm approaching Count Nefaria's stronghold.
Uh-huh.
Though the X-Men are no longer here, their emanations remain. So I know that this is the place where I contacted them earlier. And that must be Nefaria himself. I cannot physically act while I am in my astral body, but I can observe and learn, and I do like to watch.
Yeah, I know you do.
The panel truck carries the X-Men past the final unsuspecting soldiers. At last, my months of planning, monologuing, extending this reading begin to bear fruit.
This is only like page, what, 7 or 8?
Does anybody want some milk? There's
Oof.
some chocolate milk. There's strawberry.
Now to create a momentary opening in the dome, through which the mutants can pass to collect the ransom. With the money, I shall rule the entire tri-state area. Sorry, Heinz.
How dare you!
You snooze, you lose. There.
Oh, you see the platypus here?
Well, that's the problem. See, this is that whole Wednesday night thing of yours. There. I'll rebuild the Maggia into the most powerful criminal organization in the entire tri-state area. I said it again. Then I shall deal in billions, not millions.
He must be stopped. But how?
But as Professor X ponders this perplexing problem, we know how eager you are to get back to our harassed heroes, and so...
Well, here we are. But where's the entrance to the dome that Nefaria promised us?
Don't worry, Angel. If he created the dome, I'm sure he can control it, as long as nobody's stupid enough to stick their finger on it.
Hey guys, I stick my finger on it, and it looked and now something's happening.
As so often in the past, Bobby boy, you've put your frostbitten finger right on the crux of the matter. Something is happening indeed.
We're all gonna die.
Yeah.
A small hole suddenly appeared, just big enough for us, all of us, to pass through.
And now it's closing behind us. You gotta admit, this Nefaria cookie really knows his stuff.
Cookies.
Cookies.
This is no time to start admiring the Count, Iceman.
Oh, no, it's not 2024.
Remember, we're on opposite sides.
Is that why we're picking up a king's ransom for him? All my end enemies should be so benevolent.
As the reluctant renegades race through the outskirts of the city, they pay no attention as their progress is carefully monitored.
Baker to Able. X-Men now passing point Y on scheduled towards Capitol Building. Take care of the coffee.
Yeah. This way, my costume compeers. Let the bounding beast's infallible sense of direction lead the way.
They would be considerably more upset, however, if they knew of 5 more sinister pairs of eyes that gaze upon them greedily.
When do we make our move, Unicorn? Should we follow them to the capital?
Patient, you overgrown weed. There is no need for such haste.
Sure. Let the X-Men do our dirty work for us. Then we'll step in and relieve them of the money.
Daddy.
No, Alicia. How many times do I have to tell you? That's not me.
You have to tell me 1, 2, 3 times at least.
And best of all, it is they who will be sought by the police, not we.
Scarecrow's got a mustache.
Yeah, kinda.
A brief few minutes later, on the steps of the building in which America's laws are enacted.
Only, Bill.
Yeah.
These special large denomination certificates are redeemable in gold anywhere in the world. Luckily, they happen to be readily available.
Oh, sure.
Or can never met the mutant's deadline. But where are they? It's almost time.
Sure. Gee, I wonder why they were so readily available.
The next instant,
Sorry if I'm late, Congressman. Strategy conference, you know. Ha-cha-cha.
What? The angel.
I'll just relieve you of this little briefcase if you don't mind. No need to fly an evasion course. This part of the job's a breeze. Ha-ha-cha-cha.
Maybe the blackest day in history. The U.S. forced to ransom its own capital.
Sorry, Zach. What's with the right? Oh, look at there's white, blue, and pink.
Hey.
Oh no.
then as the high-flying angel streaks upward,
Now I'll rejoin the others and hey, some eager beaver. Roy Thomas? He's taking pot shots at me.
Aye, Roy Thomas. I'm going to shoot the crap out of that angel. Make him a real angel. Don't worry, Congressman. I'll bring us down. Just like Bruce.
Guard! Wait, don't! Someone must have neglected to brief that guard. If he shoots the angel, it may mean the doom of the city.
The city.
Doom of the city!
That is true. They forgot to give me underwear. I have no briefs.
I'm not
Your
wearing
commando?
today.
Sorry, pal. But I'm afraid I'm gonna have to put your trigger finger out of commission for a little while.
Don't you mean on ice? I'm gonna have to put your trigger finger on ice. Oh well.
But God,
Knows.
my gun hand is encased in ice.
You want the cigar, Joan? And aren't you lucky I'm not the Human Torch?
Oof.
Well, either way, my hand is now destroyed.
Yeah.
I'll never be able to use my right hand again.
Thanks, Bobby boy. And now to head back to the perimeter of the city.
The city.
The city!
Perimeter. Oh, so far everything's according to schedule. Still, I wish the professor were here.
I'm sure he's keeping tabs on us mentally, Gene. Besides, let's show him what we can do on our own.
Yeah, I'm totally not ignoring you to, just watch Nefaria.
Picking up the money was kid stuff. When do we get some action?
I mean, isn't this
Cheer up, Robert, my lad. We're not home free yet.
so? Now we're stealing money from government leaders and hoping to fight innocent civilians. Fantastic.
Yeah.
We're robbing the rich and giving us to the poor.
Yep.
You can say that again, Hank. Look, up ahead, some of the populace has turned out to greet us. Oh, God.
And I'll bet they're not here to give us free coffee.
That again. You said I can say it, so I can say it. That again.
There is corporate communities. Come on, man. Let's show them what we think of traders. Yeah, let's give them some coffee.
Yeah, we're with you, Ed, buddy. Little buddy.
Hey, that was close. And I dropped the briefcase with the money.
Don't worry, Warren. I've got it. Cha-cha-cha.
Just our luck those guys had to be near a pile of bricks when they spotted us.
People keep putting those around.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. Alas, why must the agile beast be constantly a target for misdirected hostilities?
You've never seen that where the stage, they put the bricks down there and they have people bust in?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Zach! All of you. Use defensive measures only. We can't harm these people just because they think we're crooks. Well, I'm not a crook.
But we can't delay too long.
That's for sure. If Count Nefaria gets too impatient, he'll cause his cookie dome to absorb the city's oxygen.
Meanwhile, a short distance away.
It's times like these I'm really glad I have wings. But over there, a bunch of them have Hank surrounded. Hang on, beastie boy, I'm on my way.
Yeah, the beastie boy.
Cha-cha.
Come at your own chosen speed, Angel. In the meantime, I'll just scribble up this imposing edifice here and enjoy the view.
He's climbing up the Washington Monument. Stop him.
Wow, he's like a blasted monkey.
And he's also
Wow.
climbing on top of the word bubble.
He is. Better grip.
Careful with consideration, Warren. Perhaps I'd best accept your generous offer after all. Going my way?
Just so happens I am, beast. Ha-cha-cha. But what about the others? I can't carry them all at once.
But exactly 10 seconds later, help arrives from a most unexpected quarter.
Plants plant.
No wonder those mutant masqueraders haven't arrived back at the dome yet. Some panicky citizens are attacking them.
Ah, we must aid them so we can relieve them of that briefcase quickly.
Isn't unicorn Russian?
I think they said he was working for a foreign power at first. Yes.
Yeah.
I'm trying to.
And so,
Eric.
Oh, and so each of the costumed criminals lends a hand in his own colorful way.
Oh, to the rescue, my pretties. Think of all the bird seed that your share of the loot will buy. Alfred Hitchcock has nothing on the Scarecrow.
look out! There's a bunch of crows swooping in at us.
Ow!
I believe a flock of crows is actually called a murder.
Murder!
We call them counting crows because they start counting.
Yeah.
One,
One.
two.
Very clever, my straw stuffed associates. But the porcupine has even more effective ways of dealing with intruders.
Because we all know that porcupines let off gas.
Well, we went to Taco Bell.
Fury.
Ah, it's tear gas.
He just had a bat. Straight in. Ooh.
You're both being too cheap with him. Let the eel show you how it's done.
Zap.
Yippee! Electrical blast. Well, then. Are they a bunch of mutants too? This is so neato.
Doing a dance. Ah, of course we are fools. Did you think we let our fellow mutants fall before mere Homo sapiens? How beautifully ironic. The X-Men will be held responsible even for our acts. For unlike them, we've no scruples against harming people. Frat. Cheeto.
All right. Now that each of you has had his little fun, it's time for Plant Man to step in and finish up this little melodrama. These leafy friends of mine ought to take some of the fight out of our attackers.
How evil of you to leave the and out.
All evil people leave the ends out.
Run! How can we find somebody who can make the trees come to life? This is a nutty situation.
Yep. Believe it or not.
Believe it or not, I'm walking on air.
Would you believe that? Believe? Would?
Uh-huh.
Oh, knock on wood.
Yeah, you just gotta believe it. It is trees.
I'll win for that one.
Well done. They flee like the curs that they are.
Ah, let them go. We have wasted enough time on them. Our business is with the X-Men and that briefcase.
What am I? The Rhino. Oh no, Spider-Man did knock me into the middle of the next reading.
He did.
He sure did.
Yes. Let only take care of them. I'm getting out of here.
Only page 11.
Vank, did you tell LK to just do it without us? Because we're not going to be there.
I told him we're going to be late.
Well, we're not. We're going to be more than late.
Yes.
Yeah.
X-Men, this way. Count Nefaria is opening an escape hatch for us. Hurry before it closes again and we're trapped in here.
Look, it's the creeps who captured us.
I think it's that's 6.
Hey, Scott.
That's
All right. Any port in a storm, Iceman, but keep your guard up. I've got a hunch we may be in for trouble.
Trouble in River City.
Mm-hmm. Porcupine looks kind of cute running away. Boop, boop, boop.
Yeah, it does.
Like Pooh Bear.
Mhm.
Bloop, bloop.
The next moment, as 10 fleet forms plunge swiftly through the opening.
We made it, and it's closing up behind us.
And no, Cyclops. I'll take that pouch if you don't mind. Count Nefaria sent us to pick it up for him.
What do I know?
Sorry, unicorn, but we're delivering this little bundle of joy to the Count personally. If he had wanted you to have it, he'd have told us.
Blast you, crazy American. You have had the chance to surrender the money peacefully. Now you will suffer the truth and the consequences.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-oh, looks like if those costume clowns are planning a king-size double-cross, we're forced to help Nefaria. It's a stalemate horn. Top. Your ray beam against mine.
Perhaps for the moment. But there are other ways. The rest of you, get them.
Beast, catch this and run while I keep the unicorn busy.
Will do, Psyche.
He really doesn't look like a unicorn.
Yeah, he kind of doesn't. No, his
He
lyric
looks like a bottle of
costume.
mustard.
Yeah, his lyric costume is way cooler. Not right there, my will do. So, next
I
panel.
wonder what happens next.
Yeah.
Oh,
Welcome my first, my ape-like friend. I have but to touch the studs on my weapons belt. And friends.
Thank you.
My friend, my ape-like and friend. I have but to touch the studs on my weapon, on my mutant apparently weapons belt, and this liquid cement will stop you in your tracks.
because we all know that porcupines make cement.
Of course.
No.
You may have just have a point there. I was moving too fast. Can't reverse in time. To avoid getting splattered with that glue. Was he paste pot Pete or something?
Have no fear, Beastie. Iceman is here. What? An icy shield blocking my cement.
Many times for your timely assistance, laddie boy. Still, if you won't take offense at a friendly suggestion, your attempts at rhymed repartee still leave much to be desired.
Okay.
Okay.
While you two prattle, I'll get to the roots of the problem and to that briefcase as well.
Oof! How ignominious. Tripped up and to the accompaniment of a pun yet. Ugh. Leave me be.
Don't let it worry you, beastie boy. The flying part of our little team will take over now. There aren't any plants in the sky to get in my way. Ha-cha-cha! It's funny. $100 million in certificates inside this pouch. And we toss it back and forth like a ping pong ball. Ha-cha-cha-cha!
Perhaps I can't stop you, Angel, but someone else can.
So, Eric.
My apologies. An instant later, before Warren can dart to safety.
Oh, I was overconfident as usual. I forgot about Scarecrow's blasted trained birds. Being attacked from all sides. I can't hold on to the money. Oh, no, no.
Such a pity, my feathered and friend. But I'll take care of it for you.
Oh, thanks. Oh, wait. He's not a friend.
Oh, I'm doing something. Very kind of you, Scarecrow. However, I think it might be wiser if I just guide it to myself telekinetically. Don't you agree? There, I knew you'd see it my way.
Ah, another one. Don't you costume juvenile delinquents ever give up. Who's that?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Oh, they don't have to, Strawface.
Hey, Alicia, it's your dad.
No, I'm not her dad. He is
Sorry.
not me.
Daddy,
Yes, Alicia?
when did you change your name to the eel?
No, it's not me. As long as the eel is around to defeat them.
Ooh, that's dazzling light.
I make it a point never to harm a lady. At least, not as long as a blinding flash of electricity will accomplish the same ends.
Huh.
So, I'll just take that pouch and... Unicorn, what are you? Arrgh!
that. You and the others are all fools here. Did you think that I intended to share this prize with the likes of you? But since you helped me attain it, I shall merely stun you into unconsciousness.
Run, Mustard!
Run!
And some miles away, observing his henchman's avarice actions, is a somewhat less than ecstatic Count Nefaria. So he thinks I can be thus trifled with, does he? Yes, you're 2 minutes late with that sign, and nobody even noticed. Things go forever. He shall pay.
At least I put one up.
He shall pay for his treachery with 1, 2 seconds later, before the uncanny supervillain can make his escape.
That's some strut.
He finds himself hemmed in by
The X-Men and the squadron of enemy tanks suddenly appearing out of that fog bank.
Looks like you're surrounded, Unicorn.
Why not simply relinquish that briefcase so we can sell this matter amicably? Never. Not so long as my Paragon has energy left to destroy the accursed U.S. tanks, those capitalist tanks. But wait, what's this? They fade away as my beam touches them. They are only images created by Nefaria to confound me.
then, before the startled eyes of the teenage heroes,
I'll never catch him at that speed. He'll be out of sight in seconds. He's already out of sight for Alicia.
But he's flying using tiny rocket lifts in his boots. Those are pretty cute boots.
But we can't quit now. We gotta get him.
I think it was supposed to be Gene first, then.
It was supposed to be, but that still works.
Oh, it's fine. We know that he's flying off with rocket boots, and that Angel doesn't think I'll be able to catch him.
Right, you are, Bobby. Let's go kick some ass. Meanwhile,
we'll return to our quandary-struck quintet in a few panels. But first, let's see how Professor X has been spending these fast, frantic minutes.
It's been 3 hours, General, and the
Not
city's
yet.
still on. Still on.
Since this reading started,
More or less.
I suspected as much. The whole thing was a fraud, dreamed up by the mutants to rob us.
Don't be too sure, General.
Sorry, Baldy, but I got no time to gab with you now. I'm gonna get me some coffee and shoot the X-Men on sight.
Woo! Well, the first part. Woo!
Well, Then you won't be needing my services any longer. I'll be going. I'm gonna roll this way.
Lieutenant, go push this guy into the lake.
Hey!
And a few minutes later, at a swank motel with a lake nearby,
No such thing as a swank motel. Oh, sorry.
Here's your key, sir. Isn't it terrible about the city being encased and all?
Yeah, quite. Anyway, if you'll excuse me, I'd appreciate it if your man would wheel me up to my room at once. I'm really very exhausted.
What a
Those
cold
stairs
thing.
are hard to do by yourself.
What a cold fish. 750,000 people in mortal danger, and all he wants to do is be pushed out an elevator shaft.
Yep, yep.
Whee!
and now, see?
I do not.
Sorry, Alicia. We told you we'd pick up on the action right away.
And
What?
they paid off on the rocket boots.
What? Again? The army appears on the scene before I have gone 100 yards in the air. Does Nefaria think I am a fool to be deceived twice by a subterfuge?
We all know unicorns have rocket boots.
Yeah, why not? Why not?
Oh, that's somebody else.
That must be one of the mutants. He has the briefcase. Fire at will.
Don't fire at me! I've just been at Will! Will stole the coffee, that's why you're firing at him. Ugh! I should have known. This time the armored unit was real. My energy field protected me, but I lost the pouch in the concussion.
Luckily, he was struck before he got far away. I can make this dive and catch into the end zone.
Uh-huh.
Oops.
But even as their deputy leader grasps the plummeting pouch, the X-Men have other things to worry about.
I don't get it, Captain. It looks like they're fighting amongst themselves.
You did. Oh, go ahead.
No, you're good.
Okay. You didn't enlist to understand tiny background tank man, Corporal. Just duck in there and duck in the tank and fire.
Ammo will.
That goes for you too, soldier.
Yes, sir. I have an ice bazooka. That's pretty cool.
All right, man. Get ready. We'll teach those minions to. What the? Dump those frozen stars. Someone useless is around here.
Like Elmo.
Sorry, dog faces. We're all for target practice, but not when we're the target.
Are they pony soldiers?
I guess so.
Hates Target. Shop at Walmart.
Great going, Iceman! Meanwhile, I'll handle these lads on my own inimitable style. What's wrong, boys? A fella'd think you never saw a white-feathered crime buster before. Ha-cha-cha!
Scatter! One of them is dive bombing us.
Somebody get a bead on their flying freak.
As they call him, the freak. Flying freak, did you say? It grieves me to the quick to hear you thus disparage my avian associate.
What the? That guy just pushed me out of the tank.
Yep.
Splat. Good, thanks.
Tanks for nothing. They're coming at us from all sides.
Goodbye.
Hey, his feet smell like ass.
How do you know?
Meanwhile, not far away, Scott Summers has reached the side of Marvel Girl to tell her to be quiet.
I've said like nothing in the last 3 pages.
Quiet, Gene.
And take this briefcase to the rendezvous point, Gene. I'll stay here and help the others.
Oh, Pet! I don't like to leave you and the rest of the X-Men, but I know I must.
Well, that was easy enough for you. Jeez.
However, unknown to the grim Cyclops, a second group of ground troops is approaching the area of battle from behind, led by Iceman.
Yes. Look, Cyclops is giving the money to the girl. Let's go get it.
Who's giving the money to the girl?
Cyclops.
Word for a second.
Okay, man. Our orders are to capture the X-Men dead or alive. Those costume kooks up ahead aren't them. What? Oh no. But they sure aren't here. But they sure aren't here just to see the scenery. Let's take them in for questioning.
Oh no, here comes trouble. Dad, we can't afford to let ourselves be stopped now.
And since he stepped away,
And what do you mean, stepped? I'm right here.
I heard you say so. Excuse me.
And amply warned as they are, the costume kooks prove easier to have than to hold,
In rich or in poor.
in sickness and in health, in coffee or in tea.
Ooh, that tea.
Watch it. These birds are murder.
Yeah. Thank you. Somebody had to finally pay that off.
All right, Aunt Pal, now we got you. And oh, holy cow, you broke free.
Oh, of course, clowns. I am also an expert escape artist, not a mere trader of birds. The boys.
Well, that character got by all three of us. He's as slippery as a.
That's him saying.
I'm slippery as an eel, you might say, thanks to my special silicone coating on my costume.
Ugh.
Daddy,
No, Alicia, that's not me.
why are you slippery as an eel?
I'm not. I'm
Mr.
just bald as one.
Strange. Come. Let's go, please.
Watch it, you guys. The edges on this buzzard's quills are razor sharp.
Quite so. The porcupine does not take kindly to being apprehended for any reason.
Well, we got them. Now what do we do with them?
Let's throw marshmallows on them and see if they stick.
Oof.
The soldiers momentarily overlooked me because of my camouflage outfit. Yeah, I don't stand out at all.
Not even,
Not
Not even
at
a little.
I'm like John Cena. You can't see me.
You can't see me. That gives me just the time I need to. I was going to say run, but let's try something else. To grow my own army with a gun. Okay, cool.
Yep.
Oh boy. Wait till September. You guys will be in so much trouble.
Trouble.
I mean, like doomed.
Dude, grow faster. I grew a tank. How do you like that?
Doom.
Precisely 10 seconds later.
Jungle appearing out of nowhere.
Get inside to take, Charlie. We have to find our ways out of this stuff.
Well done, Plant Man. Those weeds you enlarged and brought to life will keep them busy while we escape.
Oh, of course. I wasn't really trying to grow a tank. Well, we haven't committed no real crime here. You know, growing tanks and plants and attacking soldiers.
Yeah.
But the X-Men have escaped with the loot.
And what happened to the unicorn?
Do you have all the marshmallows?
No.
My daddy wouldn't do that.
'Cause I didn't do it. That's not me, Alicia.
Well, Marvelites, We hope you enjoyed our little Sunday romp with Nefaria's masquerading minions. Because that's all you're gonna see of them for now. Except for you, Alicia. You didn't see them to begin with. Meanwhile, some distance away.
There goes our truck. Back to Nefaria's hideout.
And it looks like the Count's lost interest in us now that he has his $100 million. Ha-cha-cha.
Yes. Don't worry, he's not getting rid of us that easily. Quick, follow that truck, Angel.
Either way, it would appear that we must hoof it back.
And while we're tying up loose ends, let's not forget the uncanny unicorn who is still in the vicinity.
Luckily, I fell into these bushes when I was put off guard by that exploding shell. I haven't much power left in my rocket-soled shoes, so I better lie low until the troops have left the area.
He's really inconspicuous.
Ah,
Yeah.
And at this moment, several miles from Washington,
yeah.
just checking,
From Washington.
any minute now, the truck will return, bringing me the infinite wealth I need. I may use it to start the crisis. Then, when I use that money to reestablish the Maggia, the world will know the greatest crime wave in its history. But even as the confident Count, and you would be too if you could monologue and keep your monocle in place,
Also, the guy in the blue is puppeting.
Yes.
a new element enters his fateful game, an element whose existence he has not suspected.
All right, Buster. Where do you think you're going? Nobody get through this gate.
Stand aside, underlings. I have no wish to harm you. I have business with your governor, the one who dwells inside.
What did you do to Charlie? Look at his eyes.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Woo! 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 This is just a warehouse, buddy. Nobody lives here, so
I can't move.
And in another second, neither of you will be able to talk as well. As I said, I'm here to see your boss, your governor, and I have no desire to see him for war.
Ooh.
Then, without a further word, but with a further passing of gas, the mysterious figure moves on, leaving behind him two forms, silent, unmoving, wishing they had no noses.
Dead from gas.
As elsewhere in the disguised headquarters of Count Nefaria. It has arrived, the pungent odor that Maggia emanated. Soon all the power, all the glory for which I have longed, I would trade them all for nose filters.
Yes. Hey, he was
Shall be mine.
Robin has those.
Mm-hmm.
He forgets to use them sometimes. Oh, I've brought you the special certificates, Count. They're inside this briefcase.
Quiet, Jean.
They're all free ice cream at McDonald's.
Oh, wow.
I monitored your movements on my view screen. Give it to me, you hot mama.
Ooh.
I've striven long, planned carefully. It's been so long, I'm lonely. for this moment.
He does have a daughter.
Oh, does it?
I am not Count Kentucky, woman.
Not so fast, Nefaria. First, you must remove your crystalline dome from Washington. Only then will I hand over the briefcase.
She's using her mutant telekinetic power to hold me back. I can't overcome her by force. What would Harvey Weinstein do in this situation?
Yes.
So I must do as she says. You wrong me, Marvel girl. Count Nefaria is a man who keeps his bargains. In fact, I've been known to keep 2 or 3 of them at a time. Naturally, I adjusted the machine so that the element in the dome did not destroy the city's oxygen.
The city!
Oxygen.
Anything to make a reading longer, no?
Yeah, right?
But before you arrived, I arranged that the oxygen-depleting particles would be reactivated within 5 minutes. That's 1, 2, 3, 3.5. Unless I press the proper buttons at once. So delay no further. Place the pouch. It's not Wednesday night. Knock it off. The Table of America becomes a nation with an uninhabited capital.
Oh, I have no choice. I must trust him.
And it will keep me from monologuing further.
What's in there? Pizza?
Ooh,
Ooh.
At last, I have it.
a pizza.
Enough money to finance another pizza. Soon my small European nation will get their own pizza ovens, and I will not have to hold the other countries hostage.
That's a good idea.
Thank you.
I, Dr. Heinz Dorfmanschmerz, would like to say we don't have pizza in Latveria.
Oh, we need to work on that. It'll help foreign relations. Anyway, that stranger entering silently, almost like a ghost. Who is he?
I didn't get to mention the world capital of crime.
But you will get to say something that you want to say tonight. Again, for the 3rd time.
Without a word, the ominous and commanding figure strides across the room and... Oh, that man. He's manipulating the controls of my dome projector, as if he had designed them. Hey, where the fuck is 4K? It is not here, so why are you here? But no human being could do such a thing. They are too intricate, too delicate. Then, as a surprised Marvel girl's mental prowess holds the enraged kingpin of crime?
Really?
How did he get it when I was a boy?
Who invited him?
I was a young count.
So let me see if I've got this straight. We've got Count Nefaria, the kingpin, the puppet governor, Alicia. No wonder this is taking so long.
And Doofenshmirtz.
And Dr. Doofenshmirtz? What are we doing here?
Another platypus?
You were promised pizza.
Barry the platypus? It's a platypus eating pizza.
Ooh.
Hey, the platypus eating pizza?
Stop. You can't. Platypuses don't do much. They certainly do not eat pizza.
They might if you gave him a chance.
And you are ruining the ultra-sensitive printed circuits of the machine. Destroying the crowning achievement of a lifetime.
This invention is a monument to evil. It shall not, it must not endure.
That voice. The proud bearing. Wait, could it possibly be?
I gotta ask though, why does he have a different voice though?
Shh.
His inner voice is his outer voice.
But before Jean Grey can give utterance to her thoughts and be told to quiet them,
Marvel Girl, are you all right?
We got here as fast as we could.
Yes, I'm fine. How did you locate Nefarious headquarters?
Elementary, my dear lady. Angel followed the truck here, then clued us in.
Yeah.
Thank stars, she's unharmed. If anything happened to her while we're stopping to get food.
Uh-huh.
But where is Nefaria? Did he go through the closet again?
I think
And the pouch with the certificates for free ice cream with a valued purchase of a meal.
Ooh.
Did he check the couch cushions?
That would work. Right here. Why, they're both gone. Both of them.
Never should have trusted you. The Count must have grabbed the money and fled, just as we entered through the window.
Angel?
All our work for nothing.
Wait, did the other guy take the money too? What?
No, Angel. No, it's not for nothing. Count Nefaria just boarded his ship down below and is starting to pull away from the dock. But there's no need for you to concern yourselves with him for now.
Mister, I don't mean to be rude, but who the hell are you?
No, wait. Warren, don't you recognize him?
Quiet, Jean. Look in the harbor. The one known as the unicorn.
That's just a picture of the sea.
What?
Arr. The most dangerous of Nefaria's cronies. Let us see. Move out of the way. Jump over.
And gazing across the ever-widening distance between themselves and the Count's vessel, the astonished mutants see.
Have no fear, X-Men.
It's Unicorn, all right. Quickly, we must overtake the ship before it reaches the 3-mile limit.
How many times must I say, quiet, Jean? And have no fear, X-Men.
The ship will not reach international waters. I promise you that. Oh, boy.
Oh, jeez.
I don't know if it's me or Beast or actually.
The masked figure. It's Professor X. The hood muffled his voice.
But sir, why are you walking around? You liked us the whole entire time? You made Jean give you a sponge bath.
Quiet, Scott.
You lied to us.
Turn to the next panel. You see, for months, I have been secretly working on a lightweight, flexible metal braces for my legs. And at last, I have nearly perfected them. This transistorized power source hooked onto my belt is all that I need to operate them for several hours at a time.
Like this reading.
Yeah.
And the thing with my voice was, I just wore a scarf over it. It totally changes everything, doesn't it?
This is Bobby.
That's wonderful news, Professor. What about Nefaria and the unicorn? Shouldn't we? He's Mustard Guy is running. Should we shake him? Shouldn't we catch up with him and recover the $100 million?
Oh, that would be a most laudable suggestion, Bobby boy. If they had the money.
You mean they don't?
Nope. If you'll merely glance under the table, you'll see.
It's the briefcase, then. Nefaria got away empty-handed.
Not exactly, Scott. Not exactly.
He's wearing white gloves like Mickey.
Oh, boy.
I switched the
now,
bells.
to learn the meaning of Xavier's cryptic statement, we join an exultant Count Nefaria aboard his fleeing vessel. $100 million. 1, 2, 3. This may take a while. Wealth beyond the imaginings of most mortals. But soon there will be more ingenious crimes, more riches than anyone has ever possessed. This is only the beginning
of Hour 3.
You are mistaken, Count. This is the end of your career. For though my power horn is exhausted, I still possess the strength to wrest the pouch from you.
Unicorn, don't wait.
Don't wait. Take it now.
We have no need for strife. Before us is treasure enough for 1,000 men. What witchcraft is this?
The briefcase is fading from sight, and with it, our dreams of wealth and power. Somehow, in some way, the X-Men tricked us.
As back in the Maggia's abandoned headquarters.
At about this time, Nefaria and the Unicorn should be discovering that I used the Count's own machine against them, creating a mental image of the coveted briefcase. In addition, I alerted the Coast Guard, which should have them safely in tow within 5 minutes.
Now perhaps the gendarmes will start accosting us for their crimes.
Meanwhile, Jane! This letter arrived for you this morning.
Oh, for me?
Yes, that's what I said.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Then, as the feminine member of the unique, the original feminine member of the unique team, opens the envelope and begins to read. A strange hush falls over the pool rooms. No, that's wrong. That's a song. Over the mutant superheroes.
Jean, is something wrong? Is there anything that we can do?
Oh, no, Warren. Nothing.
Jean, if you're being sent to DC, I'm going with you.
Thanks.
Let us share it.
Quiet, Scott! It's Jean who must decide if we can help her, not we ourselves.
But if she's going to DC Comics, I'm going with her.
You're not going anywhere! You're mine, boy!
Oh, it's all right, Professor. It isn't something I can hide for long,
Okay.
much as I might wish to.
You're not a girl?
What?
I'll just making sure.
No, I'm still a girl.
It's 2024
girl.
reading. I don't know.
Well, tomorrow I must leave the X-Men. Forever.
I knew it. I'm leaving Marvel too.
No! I own you!
Dish. More startlingly different, amazingly imaginative developments as Professor X draws up papers proving that he owns Jean Grey. And that's the most unusual fighting team of all time. Battles the Locust. Why he wasn't in an issue where there were 5 other people that looked a lot like him and a bunch of grass, I don't know.
Yep.
And if that isn't enough said, after 1 hour and 34 minutes, we don't know what is.
We want to thank you so much. And sir, the dome's finally down. Here's your coffee.
Oh, thank you, Carl.
It's cold.
That's a good coffee. Thanks, bro.
No!
Spider-Man
If
away.
you like, comment, and subscribe. It helps out the channel if you stuck around for 1 hour and 34 minutes. You won! But we'll see you next time. Bye!
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Night, Jackson.
No, I didn't say enough this issue.
Night, One Slick. That's awesome.